Hello, a very wonderful, warm welcome to you all, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Good evening, everyone. It is Brian here of This Is What Brian Thinks Adventures. I would very respectfully like to provide an update for summer 2022, as well as the following summers of 2023, 2024, and 2025 and beyond down the road. And including what's going on between this month of this summer, of the 2 months of this July and August of next month, before I start going back to my school and my campus taking Adobe Photoshop Course Level 2 at my campus at NAIT in September. But before I get into any of that, I have a very exciting announcement to make as well as part of the status for summer 2022, 2023, 2024, 2025. And I'm going to pass on this wonderful announcement right now, and you're definitely going to like this. I have recently got an application from the Safeway Garno, and I also would like to tell you is that tomorrow I'm going to be dropping off my application and my resume at the Safeway Garno near my place on the south side of Old Strathcona, on the Garno area of the south side here in Edmonton, first thing tomorrow morning. So I'm very pleased to hear about this news. In fact, I've been checking my phone to see if I am hearing anything from the Blues on White people yet. Their hiring manager has not phoned me yet, but I am still listening to hear a response, so I'm keeping my eyes and ears open for that as well. And I'm very pleased to tell you is that I am very excited to say is that I am on the right track to start getting things back on track between the 2 months of this summer, of this month of July, as well as August of next month, getting my new job issue well situated over this summer, and as well as the same time as I start going back to school at my campus at NAIT again, taking my Adobe courses over the fall, next winter of 2022-2023 semester. Not just before the spring, but I may be taking some courses this spring in 2023 before the following next summer of next year of 2023. In fact, I really want to say is that a few days ago, my mom and we got to see Minions: The Rise of Gru on the first Saturday of the post-Canada Day July long weekend, the day after Canada Day. It was very funny. In fact, I'm very pleased to announce is that I'm looking forward to getting my things back up and running over this summer, between this month of this July and August, including getting things well rescheduled in between my new job schedule, as well as my school schedule this upcoming year, as well as the following years after. And most importantly, I'm very pleased to tell you is that I am so thrilled about getting things back on schedule. In fact, for those who would like to know, is that I am still going to plan my Hamilton-Toronto trip this year in between my new job schedule and my school, depending what my new work availability schedule is going to be like. So this way I'll have time to refigure out stuff too in between my new work job schedule, as well as my school post-secondary education college schedule, as soon as I start getting things back on track. In fact, having said that, I would like to talk about something very positive. You may as well recall, like last summer, when I was in Toronto for my grandma and Auntie Hazel's funeral in July of last year, I got to take the bus from my Auntie Paula's place, from her place to Aldershot Station in Waterdown, Burlington, on one of the HSR buses on Hamilton Street Railway in Waterdown that morning. So it really turned out to be a very wonderful day. At the same time, I had the opportunity of taking the GO train from Aldershot Station and through Oakville Station in Oakville. At the same time, I used the bus in Oakville Transit with my Presto card. At the same time as I was heading eastbound for Union Station in the downtown area in Toronto. And in fact, And the important thing was that both my Auntie Paul and my mom were very proud how very responsible and very careful what I did on the subway and the streetcar last time is the reason I'm allowed to do these things myself again, because I always go during the day and I always keep in touch, not just with our family, but also with my friends, our peers, and even friends of my old teachers who I had in LY Cairns a long time ago. I still keep in touch on the phone at school once in a while, and sometimes if they're on field trips, it gives me the opportunity to say hello. And sometimes I always stumble upon a very excellent opportunity to meet the new students of LY Cairns, sometimes if they're on school outings. And for example, I'm also very pleased to announce is that I'm starting to get things very well back on schedule, and I hope to have a good time attending K-Days this summer, later on this month of July. In fact, I've already notified my friends before this summer of this month of July to let them know I'm delaying my Calgary Stampede trip for another 53 weeks from now to the second week July next summer of 2023. So this will give me lots of time to get things back on schedule, as well as getting my new job issue well situated. In fact, for those who would like to know, I am definitely still going to plan my bus trips on our HSR buses in Hamilton, my old place in Ontario, on visits, because I did what was very responsible last summer when I was in Toronto for my grandma and Auntie Hazel's funeral, visiting my Auntie Paula that week. She and my mom were very proud when I got to visit Ossington Station a couple times. It turned out to be a very wonderful day. In fact, I have always remembered the same rules on the subway and the streetcars. That has never changed, and I always remember and use my common sense and very wise about the rules, like stay against the wall, stay behind the yellow line in the middle of the platform, wait for the subway to come to a stop before getting on and off, as well as the streetcar at the same time, including using the GO train at the same time. I knew what to do, and in fact, having said that, I would like to say in my respecting words, I wish many people would take the positive initiative and how to make very responsible and very safe, very careful decisions using public transit in the Greater Toronto Hamilton areas, like the subway, the streetcar and the TTC, the GO bus and GO train on the GO Transit Lakeshore West Line in the Greater Toronto Hamilton areas, the way I do, including using our bus routes on our HSR buses in Hamilton, my old place in Ontario, on visits, and especially once a year when I go for Calgary for Stampede, or for example when I go for a day or two in the city of Calgary to use the LRTC trains as well as the buses on Calgary Transit safely, and especially using the buses and using the ETS buses and the LRT here, as well as Strathcona County, Sherwood Park, that I know. In fact, I wish many people would make the very safe and very wise decisions the way Brian would do as well. That's the right thing. And also have some very excellent questions for me as well, since I'm very well open-minded, and I always like to have the positive open-ended questions as much as possible too. And at the end of the day, folks, it's about making a very responsible difference. In fact, I am really looking forward to getting things back on track over this period of this summer, between the 2 months of this month of July, August this next month, as well as getting my schooling back on track at the end of summer holidays after this summer, come September in the fall, and over the next fall term and also the next winter semester term, 2022-2023, before and as well as after next spring draws near later on this upcoming March of 2023, including getting my Calgary Stampede trip rescheduled to early second week next July 2023, as well as the following summer, July 2024, 2025, beyond to 2026 in the future as well. In fact, this is the very responsible thing for me, is to temporarily holding off one more year going to Calgary for Calgary Stampede for another 53 weeks. That's a year, 1 week from now, to second week, early July of next summer. So this will give me plenty of time to get things well organized and very well reissued back on track. And in fact, I still want to tell each and every one of you is that I hope everybody loves watching my HSR bus video of the CNG Grand West vicinity bus I found in Waterdown on the HSR of Hamilton Street Railway. In fact, I texted my Auntie Paul and my mom to let them know I was at the bus stop safely on time, and the same time as I was getting off at Aldershot Station in Burlington and Waterdown. In fact, having said that, it turned out to be a very wonderful experience for me, because I have taken the buses on ETS on my own for 18 years, since 17 years ago in the year spring of May, June 2005, as well as summer, July and August of 2005, the day I was 12 years old, before and after I graduated from elementary school in Avonmore in grade 6. And the same time, 16 and a half years ago, coming up 17 years this September, the same time I started going to school in Alloy Cairns for junior high in 2005-2006 in grade 7, 2006-2007 in grade 8, 2008 in grade 9, including my 5 years of senior high school in grade 10, grade 11, grade 12, returning grade 12 from 2008-2009, 2009-2010, 2010-2011, 2011-2012, 9 years ago in 2012-2013 on my last year of high school, before I went into college at NAIT, and after I started college at NAIT 3.5 years ago in January 2019. It'll be 4 years this next January of 2023, so I'm very excited about that as well. And on the positive note, you may as well want to know is that I had a very wonderful safe subway ride from Union Station to St. George Station in Toronto last time I was there last summer. In fact, I love the T1s on the same subway line, on the Bloor Danforth line, and because I always watch out for myself and other people, and most importantly, I always make a very careful and very responsible difference. And I wish many people would do the same. I always do. And also have questions, like having said it, it's also about being very responsible and very wise what you do as well. And also, you make the very responsible and very wise decisions, and always keep doing what's very right. So, and of all the right things I did last summer, I have the privilege of riding the buses on the HSR on my own in Hamilton on visits, as well as Waterdown, where I take the GO bus and GO train too, where my Auntie Paula's place is not too far, and it's also along my route as well, so it is super easy for me to get there without any situation at all and without any problems at all too. In fact, at the end of the day, it's also about being ourselves and also making very safe, very responsible, and very wise choices, since the reason is my grandparents were very proud of all the decisions I've made before and after I graduated high school, and the same time before and after I started college, as well as before and after they went to heaven, and the same time my Auntie Hazel passed away of flesh-eating disease last summer, a year ago last June. But I had some very positive things to say about my Auntie Hazel during her funeral last summer, where our friends who are also there, who know me, are Alex, George, and Ariel were there as well. And I also had a nice chat with Jill a little bit too, and how very well she did with the cello, and with Blair, who did the singing too. And in fact, I got a chance to meet Reg, especially Roger. They seemed like very nice people. And at the end of the day, you may as well want to know is it's always about being ourselves, as well as being very responsible and making very incredible and very responsible, wise choices. And in case you might want to know is that I'm looking forward to getting my plans very well back on track and rescheduled again in between my new job schedule as well as my school schedule. So this way, over this summer, between the 2 months of this month of July and August of next month is going to give me time to get my new job schedule well situated and getting things well issued once again that I had to delay for the last while. But at the end of the day, I'm doing what is very responsible and very understanding, as temporarily delaying my Calgary Stampede visit till 12 months from now, come July 2023 of next summer, as well as the following summer, 2024, 2025, and beyond. So I really want to say, everyone, it's the very responsible thing for me to hold off my Calgary Stampede visit this summer until July next year, 2023, just till I can get things back on schedule, and which is I'm doing right now. In fact, I look forward to getting things turned around once again. So YouTubers, once again, thank you for hearing me talking about this status for summer 2022, 2023, 2024, 2025. I look forward to giving you a mid-July 2022 update and tell you what my new job is going to be like too once I get that sorted out. So thank you for this wonderful status of summer 2022, 2023, 2024, 2025. Have yourselves a lovely evening, everyone. July 4th of 2022, and next day, July 5th of 2022. Have yourselves a good night, everyone.